we'll visit a town in Massachusetts that's found a way to help a young farmer just starting out.
This is my fun. That's what I like. This is what I like doing. I'm having fun every day when I'm down here.
A brief conversation with Andrew Orr, and you quickly realize he's not your typical teenager.
I get home at 6:30, 7 o'clock, take a shower, eat supper, and go to bed. Wake up the next morning. I'm ready to go again.
At a time when most 19-year-olds are finishing their first year in college, Andrew is hard at work on his farm, planting seeds and harrowing soil for this season's crop.
I do as much as I can, by myself.
With his can-do attitude, Andrew has become the poster child for the future of farming in Westport, Massachusetts.
It's really been a joy to watch Andrew turn this piece of farmland into a real farm.
This New England town, nestled along the Atlantic coast, has seen its fair share of lost farmland in the past 30 years. It's a common story in many communities, urban development encroaching on what was once productive ranch and farmland.
We had this land all ready to sell to a developer. There was going to be 18 houses put on this lot.
Farmer Jim Wood was offered more than $1 million for 13 acres of land his family had owned for more than a century.
One day me and my wife sat down and said, we really want to do this, sell it for house lots.
This was, like many farmers, his retirement nest egg, and so when he was preparing to retire, he needed to cash in on the land.
Anthony Kuki is a land protection specialist with the Trustees of Reservations. His organization, along with the help of state, local, and private donors, drummed up a $1 million offer to buy the land from Wood. The benefit to Westport? The land was restricted for agricultural use only, and local farmers were asked to submit proposals. Andrew was among a handful of would-be buyers.
I didn't think they would let an 18-year-old take over a farm and, think you'd be successful at it.
Andrew had worked with Wood on his farm after school and on weekends for nearly 3 years. The longtime farmer thought his protege was the perfect candidate.
He's the only boy that ever asked me, why are we doing something this way? He's always interested in not just doing the work, but the whole business of it.
So when it came to choosing who would get the farm, Andrew got the nod. He was allowed to purchase the farmstead at a bargain price of $32,000, the land's true agricultural value.
I really didn't think I would be getting the land. I had no clue.
He was, really represents the future of agriculture, and we feel strongly that we want to use the property in a way, and this project in a way, that's going to perpetuate agriculture.
You could say Andrew has been preparing for life as a farmer ever since he was a kid. His grandfather had a small farm nearby.
I have to say it was him that actually got me going. I used to go there on the weekends and help him out. We had horses and raised poultry and turkeys and stuff like that.
That same grandfather encouraged him to consider farming as a career. Sadly, he died just 2 days after Andrew purchased the farm.
A Westport teenager has his future mapped out once he graduates high school.
News of Westport's youngest farmer quickly spread, first through local newspapers, then a featured spot on local TV.
They followed me around, harvesting different stuff, and they stayed out of my hair, so I didn't mind.
Andrew's celebrity status hasn't cut him any breaks. He still works a 12-hour day, picking stones, planting seeds, and prepping soil, most of the time all by himself. This farm stand is the epicenter of Andrew's business. It's where he sells all his locally grown produce. It used to be stationed down the road at Jim Wood's other farm, but Andrew moved it up to his property to take advantage of local support.
They would stop at my old stand and want to know, where's that new kid we've been reading about? And I tell them, just go up the road half a mile and you'll see him.
Jim Wood has become Andrew's mentor in this new life direction. That helps keep him going.
You're probably planting at the right depth.
Andrew also gets by with a little help from his friends, or shall we say, girlfriend.
She's a big help. I mean, she's volunteering her time to do it. She doesn't have to do it. So that's definitely, I appreciate that.
Not many girlfriends that would do that.
No.
Is she special like that?
I would say.
When she's not getting dirty picking stones, 18-year-old Lauren Aruda can be found on Andrew's tractor, helping him make sure that the planting is going as it should be.
You don't see a single seed? You don't see any seed?
Lauren's never worked on a farm before, but she enjoys spending quality time with Andrew, even if it means being told what to do.
He's not like the bad boss. He's a good boss. He's the good one.
But he puts you to work.
He does, but I don't mind it because he does the same thing.
Andrew's work ethic is a bit unusual for a 19-year-old. It's what many believe will make him a successful farmer.
Always really willing to work, no matter how dirty the job was, or how long, or how hot, he was right there to do it.
I mean, you should be out there hanging out with your friends and doing fun things, playing video games, right?
If they want to hang out, they come here.
And they know that, don't they?
Yes.
This is the place for it.
And that's why they don't show up.
Andrew's job also entails the finances that go along with farming, like how to pay for the $20,000 tractor he needed, the high cost of diesel fuel, rising seed prices, and expensive fertilizer.
How do you manage?
Well, you just kind of cope with it, I guess, and deal with it as it comes.
Life lessons for a teenager who passed up college in the hopes of carving out a future as a farmer, and reassuring the town of Westport and the local farming community that the investment they've made is worth it.
It is building up more support to buy local, help the local farmers, so I think they'll do all right.